Hello and welcome. Lynx here. And we are playing UnderHolo, where I took into my reins a virtual agency, a virtual talent agency, so a VTuber agency. And right now, after not very great events, as a manager, I'm the only person left. But before we get to continue with those events, let's see what happened 12 years ago.
Melly tried to make friends in school. Ugh. With a sweet gap-toothed smile, she would offer platitudes and try to be kind. Oh, she was faking it, wasn't it?
Here, I wrote a poem just for you. I also made some brownies if you'd like to share some. Oh, I know, we live on the same street, let's walk home together.
But every time, the other kids would push her away and mock her. She didn't understand when her kindness was interpreted as pity or rudeness, and so her repeated actions ultimately left her isolated. Kindness? What's your problem, creepy girl?
Oh my god, you must have done something to those brownies, they look so weird, no wonder you're giving them away.
You creep, you know where I live? Huh. Over time, a trace of bitterness crept in, hiding in the shadows of her cheerful white smile. She's always been too nice, but... What? Well, that definitely didn't show well in the future. But never led to relationships she could trust, only people who would use her. But then she found her gang, her real friends, and they made Lynx Agency together. People who accepted her for who she was and all her eccentricities. Penny, her first friend, Aisha, that little gremlin, and even Casey.
Then you went and freaked it all up.
Man, I wish we could hide the text boxes. Jesus Christ. Why can't we hide the text boxes? This is a good screen.
The most incompetent manager the world has ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, in real life, at least I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not a manager material, so I would not be opening my own company myself. Anyway, back at the office. After the wave of your revelations, Casey stands with crossed arms, looking determined but still distant. Aisha is sitting at the shadow computer, anxious to get a move on. You are silent, lost in thought, carefully planning your next step. Alright, fix this. We need to get Melly. No, we don't. We need to get Melly back. No, we don't. No more focusing on numbers or success. This agency was supposed to be about friends working together and not tearing each other apart. Aisha looks up from the computer, her face worried.
Melly, she's streaming right now.
Seriously, Aisha? Give me the phone now! You and Casey turn to look at the screen. Melly's live, her avatar shining brightly as she engages in heated banter with online commenters, mocking them while rallying up more viewers. Wow, she literally became the one, like the one from... what's his name? Victor's agency. Team Victory. The chat is full of toxic messages, but Melly's viewer count is skyrocketing. Melly's laugh and had sharp edges. She's not voiced. She should be voiced.
Oh, chat, you think I doxed everyone?
No, we know that.
What if I did? Would you hate me even more?
Wow. Aisha's lips quiver, her eyes filling with tears.
I know why she's doing this. Something wrong is going on.
Because she's messed up in the head, god damn it. You watch the stream paint. Melly's words are fierce, but there's an unmistakable sadness in her words beneath her bravado. You turn the screen off for good. Casey's arms are still crossed, but she glances more frequently at you.
You know what this is about, right? My dad's, Victor's, twisted vision of success. He's got her hooked on the numbers and attention, but I've seen and lived this before. It's not sustainable. We need to get her back before it's too late.
You nod. Your determination strengthens. While the fire powering melee feels corrosive, corruptive, and destructive, the one shining in you and your friends feels like a bright candle. I mean, honestly, she went with the idea, so, like... I honestly don't care about her. Don't know, maybe if there was, like... earlier some actual showing of the bonds created or so on, I would care, but I haven't seen that, so I honestly don't care. We're going to Victor's agency. I'm going to apologize to Mary, and we'll bring her back to Lynx agency. We'll make this right no matter what. Casey's expression softens slightly as she catches you right.
Then let's not waste any more time.
Why are we not just trying to recruit someone new? Just make a fresh start instead of... The night is cold and chilly as your trio walks through the quiet city streets, but there is an inner warmth suffusing your soul. Casey walks beside you, her face unreadable, eyeshot raised slightly, sandwiched between you and her. The tension is thick, but there is a quiet understanding now. You are united in your goal. Aisha's voice is hesitant.
Do you think we can get Melly back?
Hopefully not. You place a gentle hand on her shoulder. I have to believe we can. Melly's our friend. And we can just leave her behind.
Yes, we can.
Casey looks over to you, her face hardening to eyes for a moment before she speaks as if she were testing the waters.
She might not want to come back, you know. My father is extremely successful for a reason. He's probably entranced her with his success talk. It's not easy to walk away from that, even as it burns you alive.
Your face is pained but resolute. I'm not giving up on her. Ugh. Not again. No one gets left behind. Ugh, why not? Okay, she looks away, her jaw tight.
Good. Then let's go remind her who her real friends are.
You arrive at the towering building of Victor's agency. Once again, you are reminded of the difference between your scrappy office and Victor's sleek modern building. Even at night, the neon lights reflect off the glass walls, which only enhances the intimidating atmosphere. Aisha looks up at the building, nervously biting her lip, while Casey remains cool and focused, her phone is in hand and ready for any emergency.
This place, it feels so creepy at night.
It does, but we need to find Melly. And Victor, stay ready. You enter the building, the automatic doors sliding open with a cold whoosh. Inside it's eerily quiet, the polished floors reflecting your footsteps as you walk through the reception area. As you turn the corner, you suddenly come face to face with Regina, lounging against the wall, arms crossed with a smug grin.
Oh, look, the wannabes are back! What are they getting away from your rat's nest?
Aisha's eyes narrow, her fist clenching at her side.
Get lost, you phony, pick me loser!
Regina raised her eyebrow, clearly unimpressed, but before she could respond, Casey stepped forward, her tone cool.
We're not here to deal with you, so unless you want to explain your very public violent harassment comments to the police, I suggest you listen to her.
Regina scoffs, throwing up her hands as she turns to walk away.
Whatever, losers!
As she disappears down the hall, Aisha lets out a breath of relief and high-fives Casey, who sighs as she accepts it. You give them both a small nod of approval before you continue your search. After walking through a maze of silent rooms for what feels like hours, you stumble upon a room that feels distinctly wrong, like a concentrated arena of unsettling energy. The door is ajar, and from the crack underneath, a faint green glow seeps out, buffing the hallway in an eerie, pulsating light. The air feels thick and sizzles with electric energy, almost as if the digital world inside is leaking into the real one. Huh?
What the hell is that?
No clue. You gently open the door, and the sight inside stops you in your tracks. The room is filled with computers, all of them displaying strange, corrupted code written in incomprehensible glyphs. The green glow emanates from all of the screens, buffing you all in a near hypnotic haze. Casey seems disgusted.
This some kind of digital nightmare. What is my father hiding?
As you step further into the room, you spot something even more horrifying. Mellie's body is slumped in the center of the room, sitting motionless in a chair. Her eyes... I didn't manage to read what was written there. Mellie! Is this history? Her eyes hidden behind a green corrosive energy, okay. She's entered the Matrix. You rush forward. Alright, let's repair her, fine. You try to shake her, but Mellie is unresponsive, her breathing shallow and her limbs unmoving. You worry that forcefully waking her might leave her comatose permanently. Aisha tears up.
What's wrong with her? Why is she waking up?
Around the room, you spot several VR headsets connected to the same computer that Mellie is attached to.
We can get her out of this. She can't live like this.
We can risk physically disconnecting her. We might have no choice but to join her and pull her out ourselves from the inside. Nani? Why is it turning into SAO? Calling buttons, Casey pulls out her phone and begins dialing.
I'm calling for backup. You will stay here and figure this out. I'm not putting the thing on my head until someone knows where we are.
Yes, fair enough. You and Aisha sit on the floor and frantically put on the headsets. I wouldn't. Casey steps back toward the door, trying to make a call, but something seems to be interfering with her signal. She curses under her breath, glancing back at Penny and Aisha, who are now both comatose and slumped on the floor.
Damn it, no signal.
As she fiddles with her phone, she hears something, a faint noise, like footsteps, shuffling beyond the wastelands of monitors. Her body tenses as she looks around the darkened room, lit only by the ominous green glow and the scattered shadows. Honestly, seems like there would be a lot of spots to hide. Casey whispers to herself,
Is somebody here?
You and Aisha find yourselves standing in the atrium of a strange space with humming air and rippling walls. Yeah, literally, welcome to the Matrix. Lines of green coats swirl around you to form luminescent, fragile walls of a strange digital Matrix space. I feel like watching Matrix now. Everything feels tinged with unreality, like you have stepped in the world between worlds. Instead of your bodies, you wear your avatar forms, which shimmer in and out of visibility. Dude, this will be stuck in my head right now. Where can I watch Matrix? Oh, it's on the freaking net garbage, huh? Right. I mean, it's on YouTube as well. What? Oh yeah, there is that. Okay, yeah. Wait, YouTube movies? What the fuck? Interesting. Buy or rent? Okay. Speaking of renting movies, having your own store with movies, etc. That would be cool. Just like our protagonists in Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah. Too bad that in 2025 that's sadly not something that would allow survival, right? Anyway.
This place is freaky! It's like being inside a video game.
It is, but Melly's trapped here somewhere. Aisha is wide-eyed as she looks around, and consciously or unconsciously moves closer to you. You quickly squeeze your hand and point toward the hallway with wispy shadows and the faint echoes of a familiar voice. As you round the corner, you spot her, Melly, in her VTuber avatar form, broadcasting live from the twisted digital realm. Her usual cheerful expression is replaced by a distant cold stare. A holographic stream chant hovers in the air nearby, auto-scrolling rapidly.
Melly, what are you doing here? You have to come back with us!
Aisha reaches out with a desperate hand. Melly's avatar form turns to face you, her princess dress swirling with aplomb. Her eyes are vacant as if she were speaking through a hollow puppet. Call me almost robotically, she waves.
Hello, good friend, I'm doing what I must. For all of us.
Wait. Okay. No, the other. Show me the Aisha. Not this one, the other. Why is Aisha not? Oh, that was cool looking. You step forward towards trembling but determined. Melly, I'm sorry. I feel things got out of control. I couldn't protect you, Aisha, or anyone. But we don't have to go on this path. Please come back. We found Lynx Agency in friendship, and we should have never let numbers get in the way of that. We can still make the right together if you come back. Melly's VTuber avatar's expression softens for a second, flickering with a familiar smile, but she doesn't move.
No, I can't. I have to do this.
At Victor's agency yesterday. Melly sits across from Victor in his sleek office. He leans back in his chair, arms crossed with a calculating smile.
You want to get ahead in the industry, right? Lift Lynx Agency from its lowly ranks to the top.
Of course.
Victor motions for her to follow. He leads her to a hidden room, the same computer room that glows with green corrosive light. He pulls up a screen that displays a massive spreadsheet with every VTuber agency's stats, rankings, members, along with their performance and streams. He scrolls over to Lynx Agency near the bottom.
What do you mean near the bottom? Bullshit. We were at...
It was not this position, right? We were at... Where is that freaking... Were we at 199 at the time? And we raced from 300 already. Dude! Bull!
This entire industry, it's all a simulation. A manufactured gambling system built on who's worth betting on and deciding which chips should trade hands. Everything is rigged.
I kinda believe that.
Talent is only an accessory. What matters is manipulation of the market.
Melly's face darkens, but her voice remains steady.
Oh! Well, I don't care. I don't care. My friends matter to me, not some arbitrary ranking system you came up with. And I don't need some sleazy directors tell me my score. It will never change who I am or what matters to me. We built Lynx Agency to fulfill our shared dream.
Victor leaned closer, his voice low and lined with amusement.
Beautiful, pretty words. But what if your agency fails? Your friends won't have a place to go. You will all be separated, grinding in entry-level jobs, barely able to see each other. Is that what you want?
This guy deserves to be punched in the face. Melly's wide smile begins to waver.
Your manager, Penelope, doesn't get it. She's naive. She thinks she can protect everyone with clean hands and pure ideas. But you're smarter than that, aren't you? Like me. You know that sometimes you have to get your hands dirty to protect the ones you love.
Melly hesitates, torn between her values and a deep-rooted fear of losing her friends.
I would do anything to protect them.
Good.
Melly looks at you and Aisha. Her voice is soft, almost broken, and you see her VTuber model has wet eyes.
I did the doxing.
I knew it!
I knew it from the very beginning. You trash.
I thought if I ruined everyone else's career, I could dust to the top. I could keep us together.
You're freaking trash. I knew it. Aisha gasps, her eyes filling with tears, but she steps close to Melly, giving her an air hug. Why?
Ellie, we can still be friends.
Why would you want to be friends with someone like that?
You didn't have to do that. But we'll figure a way out of this mess. We just need you to come with us.
No, let's get her stuck in that world. Jesus. Maybe you have made mistakes. I should have been there for you and done better for our agency. But this isn't the way. Please come back. We'll make something even better together. Melly's avatar trembles, her hands shaking as she wants to reach out to you, but she hesitates. Suddenly, Victor's voice cuts through the air, smooth and authoritative. He steps into the digital space, his presence overpowering and aflame. He approaches Melly's avatar and places a hand on her shoulder.
Unfortunately, the real world isn't kind to childish dreams. Sometimes it takes a strong leader to step in and handle things while the children play their naive games. You think you can save her with your words? How delightfully naive. Melly knew what had to be done. She knew what it took to survive.
Dude, fuck you.
And unlike you, she's not afraid to do it.
Or maybe unlike the two of you, someone has morals, like... Go freak yourself. Your fists clench, Aisha mutters unhinged curses under her breath. We're friends first before we're Lynx Agency. I want to destroy what we've built. Victor just laughs, his eyes lit with pale blue fire.
Ah, the chance of Yav, we'll see about that.
Well, meanwhile... Casey moves swiftly through the dark hallway, her senses sharp and muscles tense. She avoids the eerie glowing lights but winces as she turns the corner and comes face to face with Regina. She's leaning casually against the wall, a smirk of superiority on her face. When she sees Casey, she snorts, her voice dripping with disdain.
Well, isn't it Miss Perfect Princess? Come to save the day, have you?
Casey's eyes narrow, her voice calm but icy.
Where is my dad? I'm not in a mood to handle your dollar store sarcasm. Tell me where he is and what he's planning.
Her grin widens, but her eyes flash with something darker, resentful. She saunters closer.
Lost track of dear old Dodie? Oh, the one who makes sure all your little problems disappear with a snap of his fingers? Must be nice, right? Having everything handed to you, and not even bothering to use it? You don't know anything about me. Oh, don't I? You think I don't know what it's like? I have to scrape for everything, and do things that will make you sick just to stay relevant. I've no safety net to catch me if I can't stay on top. And because your friend meddled, I can't even keep my name to myself. And you were born with a silver mic by your mouth, and yet you refuse to stream. Refuse all the opportunities handed to you.
Silver mic, wow. What a stupid sentence. Pathetic that you have the luxury to let it all go to waste. Why? Because she doesn't want to do it? I find it absolutely fine. Her voice grows venomous, her bitterness palpable, her eyes are alight in the corrosive green glow.
You resent me because I chose to go a different path instead of following my father's footsteps? Or because you had to do things you resent just to stay afloat? I'm sorry you had to struggle, but you need to handle your own problems. Oh, you simply don't get it. You think you're better than everyone else, don't you? Too good for this life that was lined up for you. But here is the thing, Casey. Your dad knows it, your friends know it, you know it, you're just a coward who ran away.
Casey's hands tighten into fists. This is going nowhere.
Ah, you're not worth my time. Where is my dad? I didn't owe you anything, but we're gonna have some fun first.
With a quick motion, Regina pulls a knife from her pocket, glinting a pale green. She leans in, grinning wickedly. Casey's heart skips a beat, but she doesn't back down. She's faced worse than this.
Let's see if you can handle a little pinprick without Daddy's help.
Regina lunges her with a knife. Instincts take over and Casey sidesteps the attack. Her reflex is sharp, but her opponent doesn't relent. She swings the blade again, faster this time. The edge of the knife grazes Casey's arm as she blocks barely.
You're going to regret this.
Regina laughs, a wild, almost unhinged sound that swings again. Victor greets you like an old friend, even as he stands menacingly between you and me. Old friend? Dude, you're not even a recent friend. You're not friend at all, come on.
Ah, Penelope, I was wondering when you and Aisha would arrive. Come to save the day, have you?
Why is the dialogue like completely changed now? Aisha, arms crossed, rolls her eyes.
Why do all the baddies say it like that? You sound like a comic book villain. Get some creativity, you need it.
Your mind is racing as piece all the clues together, all the signs that led you here. Oh, it was all you, wasn't it? You're the one behind the doxing. Mainly the agencies, everything used her. Victor shrugs, dusting off imagery ash from his glowing avatar photo.
It was a textbook case of simple manipulation. Targeting, isolating each number until they cracked under pressure. Foolish of you to leave one of your star talents so vulnerable and exposed. Your talents took a nosedive without Cassidy in your life.
He strolls over to one of the glowing holographic screens, casually scrolling through the spreadsheet with his fingers in the air. As for the chaos he's caused means nothing to him.
I gave Melly a choice. She could either watch your fledgling spineless agency crumble or do something about it.
Fledgling. Whatever.
Of course she used to help because she knew what it meant to succeed.
Nah. It's because she's rotten.
Don't treat me like a child, you buffoon.
Melly shouts through her tears. Her smile gradually returning as she tears the words in her mouth. Her smile grows wider and Aisha rushes in to hug her.
And you were still in there.
Aisha turns over to serve Victor with the cookie's surliness only a teenager can possess.
And why would you even care about any of this? You're freaking rich, man. You could just leave us alone. Is this like the way too much to work for you? This is not even with us anymore.
Victor chuckles, shaking his head like Aisha has missed the point entirely.
Oh, Aisha, no wonder you became fast friends with Millie. This isn't about money, it's about power. The board of directors bet on the Lynx agency failure. They assumed without my daughter, without Cassidy, you'd fall into obscurity. But by helping you succeed, now that could make them lose a lot of money. So, enough chaos to distract them while I make my move.
And you played with people's lives and dogs them just to what? Get some virtual prizes?
Ah, dude, no wonder Casey never wants to talk about you. What kind of person does that?
Victor shrugs again. His nonchalance chilling. His fingers stop scrolling until it lands on your agency name, Lynx Agency, right near the top.
I'm the kind of person who's willing to do whatever it takes to win. If the VTuber industry made Cassidy cry, then perhaps it is time to burn it all down. Let's reveal the identity of all the VTubers and crash this party.
Dude, imagine if that happened.
Whew. Let it all collapse into ash and use the mystery of the fallout to boost Cassidy's career as a detective.
Dude, you are so pathetic, by the way.
A fitting irony, isn't it? I'm rather proud of how neatly it all ties together.
Your hands ball into fists. This wasn't just about taking Melly or your agency, it was about destroying everything you had all worked for.
And once the industry is lame, well, let's just say I have some leverage. Now that the board is distracted, don't think every single VTuber will give me exactly the kind of attention and power I need to control the narrative. After all, isn't it worth dirtying your hands with the ash of strangers' lives to make sure that people you care about come out on top?
So everyone except your daughter is a chess piece to you.
Aisha shifts uncomfortably, huffing. Melly pats her avatar's shoulder.
I struggled to get out of my couch bed today, and you found the time for this while you're still running your agency? Ha! Hypocrite match! How did they chronically online have the energy for all of this drama?
Yeah. Victor chuckles Aisha in Melly's remarks, but his eyes stay on you as you wrestle with the acid of his words.
But you do understand, manager. I sacrificed all of this for one I cared about. Surely you would do the same to keep your friends from crawling through soulless jobs, away from each other and losing themselves and their dreams. If you join me, I can make sure you all join Cassidy at the top.
You take a step forward, heart pounding. Victor's words are eerily tempting, crafted to prey on your insecurities just like the Gmail. Nah, no they don't. I mean, dude, I feel nothing enticing about that, to be honest, personally here. Yeah. Your fear of failure, of losing your friends, of shutting down your agency. You look at Aisha, who seems unaffected, watching the whole thing like it's a late-night rerun of a reality show. Aisha glanced at you, raising an eyebrow.
Look, I'm not into the whole burning everything down plan. Too much work for too little payoff. Well, did you even ask Casey?
You meet Aisha's eyes, remind you how much you've grown. You've grown? Aisha grown. Yeah, I believe that, but success isn't what destroying the people you love. Congrats, a teenager is setting you straight, by the way.
No, Victor.
No, Victor, I'm not like you. I don't need to hurt everyone else to protect my friends. If we fail, that's okay because we have each other, and that is what matters the most. The power of friendship. Victor's smile fades slightly, but he nods like he expected your answer.
Idealism would save you, manager. I've served the board of directors for years now, and they don't give a damn about your friendship. If you want your agency to succeed, you have to be ruthless. It takes a real leader to make the hard choices.
Nah, you are not a leader at all, man.
It takes a real leader to stand by their principles, even when it's hard, even when it means failing.
I'll be honest, in general, right now, the world leader is so overrated. People who use that word all the time, they have no idea of a concept in general. Or they just create a concept that is absolutely ridiculous and doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah.
You don't get it, Vic.
You don't get it, Victor. We're stronger together, not because of success, but because we care about each other. You look over to Aisha and Melly. Could not see quiet agreement, steadfast in your choice. Victor's geek is up, and now it's time to take him down. Can we fall? Casey finishes tying up Regina with her travel pack of rope, her expression flat and distant. After she stopped holding her back, the struggle was brief. Too brief to satisfy the bubbling frustration inside of her. She turns attention to the multiple screens across the hallway that showed the live feed from Melly's stream. Her eyes narrow as she realizes that what is being broadcast isn't just Melly's typical VTuber antics. It's everything. Her father's grand manipulative plan. He did so love to talk. Your emotional plea, and Aisha's youthful determination. Damn. It's all out there for the world to see. Wow. She grits her teeth, the realization hitting hard. While she was busy taking her first footsteps out of the VTuber world, she'd always known they were scheming and fighting her battles without even asking for her help. But what stings most is the conversation itself. Casey watches as you plead to save Melly, reveal your vulnerabilities, and falter in the face of Victor's calculated, tempting promises.
All this time, I was worried about living up to their expectations, and here they are drowning in their shame.
She'd always looked up to you as a symbol of strength and resilience. And her father, he was always a looming figure in the background, but someone she respected despite their differences. But now they're both being pathetic in their ways, stealing themselves and each other apart. Not only were they flawed, but they were shining a light on every crack. How could two people she looked up to be so messy? Casey reaches for her phone, noting there is a signal now.
Once again, this is Casey. I need backup at Team's Victory's office. Several people are comatose and injured. Get a team ASAP.
Casey watches the live stream for another moment. Her father's smug voice filters through, attempting to convince you to join him. It grates on her. This wasn't how she planned to spend her night. Jumping to some ridiculous virtual nightmare with would-be anti-heroes and emotional breakdowns.
Of course, those fools aren't going to wait for a backup. Well, if they think they're going to finish this without me, they're wrong.
With a sharp inhale, Casey puts on a nearby VR headset and allows her frustration to fuel her. She wouldn't be the outsider. No, she was stepping into the ring, right where she belonged. Casey enters the virtual space and you, Aisha, Victor, Melly turn toward her, eyes shining with fierce emotion.
Hello, Cassidy. I expect you to win this little scuffle. I knew that Regina couldn't stop you. She was just there so you'd know I was here waiting. Poor girl, her rent was due soon.
Here I am, but you've gone too far, Dad. You're not just playing some game, this has real stakes. You're messing with my friends' lives. Melly just wanted her friends to be safe and you used her, and not even Ted Bully deserved this.
Nah. You shift uncomfortably, guilt and regret on your face. Melly looks over to Casey and calms the expression thoughtfully. Casey,
And you're just as bad, Penny. You're still preaching about friendship and togetherness like that's going to pay the bills. We need more than that, especially in this industry. The world's too cutthroat to feed us on dreams alone.
Exactly. That's what you never understood, Penny. The moment you act weak, people exploit it. The last time I showed weakness, Cassidy's mother paid the price.
Huh? Casey flinches, but her resolve hardens. What do you mean?
Nobody gets you the way I do, Cassidy. I'm your father. I'll do anything for your sake. I will cross any line that hurt anyone to make sure you succeed. I want to live your dream, you to live your dream, and I'll do all the dirty work for you.
You think that's why I left? Because I wanted because I wanted you to still protect me? That Penny, I left you both because I thought you were too different from me. That you had it all figured out and had high expectations I could never meet. But now I see you're just as stupid as I was. Ah, what a relief.
Aisha jumps in, breaking the mood.
Okay, so, this is all getting way too serious, everyone. Just stop trying so hard, it's exhausting. Can we just, do the easy thing for once?
Her comments cuts through the tension like a bowling ball. Victor shakes his head, a grim smile on his face.
Easy? There is no easy way out of this mess, kid. The only way forward is through. We burn it all down and rise from the ashes.
And that's exactly where you're wrong. There's an easy way out, right where we're standing.
Case turns to you all, her voice steady and clear.
We expose the board of directors and how they rig the industry. I mean, technically you already did that. There is no cover-up strong enough to contain what the internet can spread. Information goes viral whether you like it or not. You don't have to burn everything down.
Victor scoffs.
You think going public with this will solve everything? You're still naive, Cassidy. It's not that simple.
No, it's not simple, but it's the most pragmatic solution. You can't control everything forever, and people deserve to know what's happening behind the scenes. If the board of directors depend on lies and manipulation, then only the truth can destroy them.
You stand a little straighter, inspired by Casey's conviction. Even Victor seems to have a renewed sparkle in his eyes.
Casey's right. We don't need to have a convoluted plan to protect who we care about.
Oh, that's me saying that.
Casey's right, we don't need to have a convoluted plan to protect who we care about. We're already in our avatars, we might as well.
Quiz. Aisha gives a small cat-like grin.
See, told ya, simple's good.
Victor glanced between you four before his eyes landing on his daughter. So technically before you three and then the daughter, whatever. Something in him softens in the face of Casey's resolve. For the first time, he seems to see more than a weak, young daughter he has to protect.
You've grown up, Cassidy. Maybe you're right.
The virtual space flickers again, and Casey steps closer to Victor.
I always was that. You just never saw it, but now you do, and I'm happy about that.
Casey turns to Aisha, Melly, and you.
Come on, let's finish this.
Casey, Penny, Aisha, Melly, and Victor stand before a towering digital screen, preparing to reveal the truth. Across the space, three dark figures loom, the board of directors.
Hello, world.
There's words of the programmer.
Did you know there has been a secret underground syndicate called UnderHolo controlling the VTuber industry? Well, you do now.
The three board members step forward, each one representing a different kind of evil. The first director hovers with wings spread wide, her voice high-pitched and insistent. Her?
You think anyone will care about your pretty truths, little VTubers? The audience loves drama, sure, but they love us more. We're the algorithm.
And twos, it was revealed to you how YouTube's algorithm works. Yeah. The second director adjusts his monocle with a sneer.
Pip. The industry has been a playground for the wealthy ever since the inception. A betting pool on the young and the virtual. We own everything. Influence, viewership, follows. It's all but when we shake hands.
Yeah. The third director swirls their blue hair, tone robotic and cold.
We can roll culture. As soon as they see the trends, people follow the virtual world's dream of a lot in our hands. You think a single live stream will change that?
Victor steps forward, his digital avatar transformed into a fiery demonic general, a contrast to the pristine, almost sterile avatars of the board members.
Looks like it's time for our match. But I'm not here to lose. I'm here to burn it all down.
The battle begins, and you frantically defend yourself from the directors, launching attacks in the form of corrupted green code blasts. Each of you tries to explain what's going on in the livestream, but it's difficult to maintain a steady connection when you need to dodge attacks. Victor fights along with you and takes on a brand of the damage, but there is only one of him and three directors. We need to release the spreadsheet. It's the only way to prove everything.
Hold it! Also, can we talk about how one of those fools is a little smart for a pop culture puppet? Let's focus, Aisha. Only one shot at this. Go get to the computer over there and share the file. You're the most nimble out of all of us.
I don't know which one is this.
You're so idealistic. You want to release the spreadsheets will spin the story into nothing more than a glitch in the system. The public forgets with their goldfish attention spans and we stay in power. It's a fool's errand, and this is for the waste of your talents.
Casey shouts over the chaos to Victor, who is blasting fury code at the directions with extreme rage, even though he's losing ground.
Dad, we're not like you. You want to burn this world down for your family. But these guys, they're doing it for profit and control. We can't let them win.
You're right. I didn't race it to let scum like this win.
Victor throws a final massive blast of torrential code at the directors, throwing them scattering backwards. Aisha sprints to the keyboard and rapidly types, hands flying across the keyboard.
And boom! It's live! And not just that, it's already trending. There's things going viral faster than we could imagine.
The screen behind you all lights up with comments, reactions and retweets. The truth is out there, and the audience is reacting faster than the directors can control.
We did it! They can't hide anymore!
The directors recover, but their power is fading as the truth spreads.
Public sentiment, turning, influence, dimension, verdict, no longer in control.
Victor, still in his fiery avatar, steps back beside Cassidy. Or should I say Casey. The fight is over and they are fine together, standing side by side.
You're stronger than I gave you credit for, Cassidy.
You need to see that the world doesn't have to be destroyed to be rebuilt. That sometimes you just need to clear out the underbrush.
You turn attention to the live stream and viewers racing to react on the spreadsheet.
To all of you watching, this is the truth. The VTuber industry was never about talent or relatability.
I knew it!
It was rigged for profit. But that doesn't mean we have to stop creating and stop dreaming. We can take back control. We can make this virtual space ours once more.
Can we fall?
Yeah. Let's not get too cheesy. Power of friendship saves the day and all. That's exactly what happened. You came back for me. Thank you. And sorry, but thank you.
Nah. The screen flickers one last time, showing that the spreadsheet has now been shared far and wide. For rigged from the start, the VTuber industry is now in the hands of the people. Is it, for?
Alright, let's go back home.
Melly looks over, face bashful.
Where is home for you, Casey? Huh? Lynx Agency, of course, where else?
Yeah. After a long, eventful night, punctuated with police questioning that Casey remarked was unfortunately necessary, you see the sunrise casting soft golden light while you all walk back to the agency. Victor and the board of directors of the UnderHolo have been taken in for questioning. As their schemes were revealed by their hubris, they wouldn't be able to manipulate the VTuber world any longer.
However, what about the YouTuber world?
The doxing victims were placed under protection until the threats subsided. Now we gaze out onto the sunrise with
Lynx Agency.
My god.
Dude, Penelope looks so bad.
Finally, it's over. Casey steps closer, standing behind you, her face stink with melancholy, but her usually tough expression is fresh like spring when she looks at you. To be fair, for our manager, so Penelope has that useless character kind of look. Like, for example, you know who? Also, the useless and also forced by the creator to be, to be supposedly relevant and so on. Like, for example, in Aono Exorcist, Shiemi, she's so forced to be relevant while she's a boring and useless character. Yeah. She gives that vibes with that design basically over here, the manager. Anyway, Kay steps closer, standing behind you. Her face stink with melancholy, but her usually tough expression is fresh like spring when she looks at you.
Yeah, for now. My dad will weasel his way out of this, but at least he can't hide behind his avatar anymore. And besides, I think he and I have an understanding.
Behind the door creaks open, Melly steps in hesitantly. The door creaks, but we are outside. Throughout your sleep-deprived brain recalled one of Casey's colleagues cited some little-known clause. It allowed Melly to get away with no charges.
What?
Ridiculous behavior. As long as she did community service and stayed off the internet for a year or so. Verdict pending. Ridiculous, man.
I'm so sorry for everything. I didn't mean for it to get that far, but I got carried away in the heat of the moment. I was just scared of losing all of you.
Sure.
And I understand why you left, Casey, but I hope you stay.
Casey turns to face Manny. The two had once been close, and though they now had a barrier between them, they seemed to understand each other's decisions, more honestly in a way they hadn't before.
We were all doing what we thought we had to. No hard feelings. You were and are still my friend.
Whatever. You can build trust back over time, Manny, but I won't leave our friendship ever. Melly nods slowly, as if her guilt is lifting with each movement. The silence feels like a chapter closing, with a new one waiting in the wings.
Thank you for understanding, and I'm grateful.
You turn away from the window, pondering the four of you. This is the heart of Lynx Agency, the people, not the numbers. Sure. They had fought the Harpy, a robotic software clone, and a typical old rich dude, and saved the day together with the power of streaming. Ugh. Sounds so cringe. And more importantly, friendship. And they were all still here. Alright, now that we've had some heartfelt moments, let's talk about something important. Aisha. Aisha, who had been perched on a nearby chair scrolling on her phone, looks up, blinking innocently. Absolutely no more unsupervised access to the internet or our agency's social media accounts.
What? No! You can do this to me! You're literally typing to cease to exist to a troll right now.
Aisha immediately turns off her phone, laughing sheepishly. She takes Melly's hand.
Fine, I'll do more work or shut offline. Come on, Melly, let's explode under a microwave with the power of cake. Absolutely, let's do it.
The air between you and Casey shifts, heavy with unspoken thoughts.
That hairstyle is terrible.
It's like you're wearing a goddamn tank helmet. You haven't yet addressed all the issues that have grown between you two, like a frigid barrier, ice too thick to break. Your complex relationship was fractured by Casey's departure. But now, after all your secrets were revealed and embraced, perhaps there is room for something new. The golden sunlight streams through, casting you and Casey in a luminous, bright glow. I know a lot of things yet between us, but I don't want to repeat that mistake. I was thinking perhaps we could start fresh, maybe even work together again. Casey studies here for a long moment, her toughened expression still firmly in place. But the vulnerability in her gaze hints at something deeper. A longing for connection, for something real after pushing you away. Really? Finally, her lips quirk in a small smirk and she shrugs.
You're still too idealistic for your own good. But that's why you need someone to keep you on the ground while your head is in the clouds. Yes, I'm in for this journey with you.
Oh boy. The sun rises higher, buffing the city in light. After all the secrets have been dredged up from the darkness, you feel that in this fresh, clean world, a new story between you and Casey is ready to begin. And that was UnderHolo. That was UnderHolo. By Cutie Shadow and some other people as well. To be quite honest, if you think about it, it's quite believable that everything is rigged like this, right? Nobody would say that the possibility like this does not exist at all. Yeah. Who knows, maybe the death is totally on point. on that with that theory, right? Maybe some point. But did you truly do everything in your power to succeed? Is this the ending you desired? There are more endings in this game? My daughter is safe and happy. That's all I could ever ask for. Even if it cost me my freedom. Ooh, Victor. Well, you kinda deserved it, though. But if you looked away, who will be out there to protect her? You? What are you talking to Victor, I mean? Her friends will protect her. Oh. Are you certain they'll be enough to keep her safe? The danger has already been defeated. Are you sure? Because the real threat still lies deeper than you could have ever imagined. What? Who are you? I'm the victorious one. Jesus Christ. You still have a lot of work ahead of you. Join me. Fine, get me out of here. Okay. Does this game have more endings? Honestly, even if it does, we are not checking it. Complete game, one focused story that was rigged from the start. Okay. 4 unlockable side stories. Got it. Voice acting during special live streams, so like barely anything. When I like read the description of the game, I probably just read voice acting. Oh, nice, and continued on with it. Yeah. A real-time in-game clock. That was not necessary, to be honest. I would rather have a clock that shows actual hour of the events, but well, whatever, who cares? Honestly, like, still for Melly, not very likable. Or I would even say not likable. You can say that she's a faker, basically. I mean, with that little scene, dude, whatever. There was like a 5-second snap of the past. So it doesn't really change my opinion. Definitely not someone I would trust. Yeah. And to be fair, you can say that from the very beginning she's not very trustworthy person. Cassidy, well, what to say? I mean, she didn't really want to continue doing this, so she switched to something else. A completely fair and valid reason. If she had the opportunity to, right? That's why also, you know, not really that industry, but job hopping is a thing, obviously. You go after better conditions, better money and so on. In her case, it was basically a different environment that she kind of seeked, I would say, maybe. But yeah, the protagonist clearly, yeah, kinda a dumbass, yeah. Like trying to do everything just on ideologies and so on. Again, just on that, starting a company, risky as heck. I personally don't have it in me to think of even starting any sort of company, so yeah. Anyway, that was UnderHolo. Let's end it for today. And tomorrow we'll play another game. Which today I actually downloaded 2 new ones. So I'll have a look if that's something that's even, you know, worth playing at all. And maybe we'll play one of those 2. If not, I don't know, maybe we'll jump to Steam for a moment. Or maybe I will pick something from the remaining 20 itch.io games that I still have on the PC. Sometimes I feel like I should just ditch each that EO, not gonna lie. And actually focus on Steam library of mine. Maybe I should do that. Maybe. But also maybe that is not a thought for right this moment. Alright, let's end it for tomorrow. I believe another game. Today is the end of the UnderHolo. Hope you enjoyed. Consider liking the video if you did, of course. And if you're new around, consider subscribing to the channel. That is always super appreciated by yours truly over here. And that's about it, really. Let's end it. Enough talking. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.